Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Justin Riley, your host, and now we're going to be talking with two very special guests, Mr. Alan Capugi, General Manager, and Jason Huett, the owner of Kicks Unlimited. Welcome to the program, both of you.
Thanks for having us.
Good to have you here. So I'm wondering, Jason, if you can talk to us a little bit about some of the benefits of studying martial arts.
Sure, absolutely. Obviously, there's a lot of focus, concentration. Most of the parents that come to us say, I wish my child listened better at home. I hear that constantly, and so that's something we emphasize greatly in the lessons at the studio. But increased confidence, self-discipline, respect, and we've even integrated some mindfulness into some of the martial arts that we're teaching. So that's, all those benefits really designed to help improve the lives of the young ones that we teach.
Absolutely, creating good citizenship.
Absolutely,
Yep. Yeah. Why did you start Kicks Unlimited? What was your inspiration?
I've always been a martial arts instructor and just super passionate about teaching karate. And I'd worked for a number of studios, and it always seems like the focus was on the business and the money. And for me, I had such a passion for really touching my students and making sure they had the best training. And I'm so focused on it.
Right.
But I wanted to build a system and a school that really put the student first and the quality of the experience, not just for the student, but also for the parent. And that was the original driver of why I started Kicks.
Yeah, and it's a growing business, I understand. I mean, you've got some several locations, and some of those are franchise locations, as I understand.
Licensed locations, yeah.
Okay.
So absolutely, we've got a location we just opened a new one in Stoughton.
Wow.
That one I own, and then Fitchburg. Some Prairie, Mr. Degnan out in Some Prairie, Mr. Umboat out in Middleton. Mm-hmm. And the cool part about the growth that we've experienced is 2 of our 4 schools, we actually own the land.
Yeah.
And so we've kind of got outdoor training area in a couple of the locations, and it's just real fun place to train.
Yeah, so very nice facilities then too. So Alan, I wanted to ask you, can you talk to us a little bit about how Kicks Unlimited is different from other traditional martial arts schools?
Typically in the martial arts, a lot of schools, all the schools will teach you how to kick, punch, block. But we like to go further. We like to get more involved with our families, with concerns or the focus issues that Mr. Huett talked about. Understanding why they're coming initially to the martial arts, and from there growing and integrating the family, just not the student, but the whole family in regards to how this works at home, how it works at the normal school, how it works in life, period. The martial arts is a great benefit with so many different benefits to it, and the best way to utilize that is by involving the whole family, just not the student.
So it sounds to me like there's a pretty heavy focus on applying the principles that are taught during your classes to everyday life.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So there's a variety. I'm a parent and I've got 2 young kids, and eventually we're going to be looking for things for them to do as they get older. Why should we? There's such a variety of different things. Why should we choose karate over another activity? If I had to choose one, why should it be karate?
Well, of course, what a biased question, right?
Right.
I'm a huge fan of the martial arts.
Right.
I definitely want Alan to weigh in on this one, but I'll give you my
Sure.
quick answer, and that would be as a kid, there always seems like there's an A team and a B team in competitive sports, and the truth of the matter is I was never really good at other sports, so
Yeah.
for me, by default, martial arts made a lot of sense. But
We're B-teamers, in other words, you and I.
Yeah. You're with me, huh?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
But the martial arts is an activity that every single student's on the A team, and so there's no sitting out. You're participating. You're doing your very best, and for me, that's a major part of why I love the martial arts. And then secondly, I would say it's a lifelong activity. You can start as a child, and you can train up until your 70s or 80s, and so it's not
Absolutely.
just an activity you do for a couple of years. It's something you do over your entire life.
Right on. And Alan, you had something to add to that.
My background's a little different than Mr. Huett. So with the A-team stuff, I was probably more on the A-team stuff.
That's okay.
Which is okay, but the martial arts will bring the focus and the drive and teach us how to reconnect and how to stay active or focus in their activities outside of the martial arts. So someone who does basketball or softball, it's not the same. The focus isn't the same principles aren't taught, and it just adds this to your life. It's more fulfilling. And what we hear from our customers the most, it's a place where they find they belong.
Yes.
Compared to most sports teams where it's not quite the same.
Yeah, definitely a sense of community there.
Yes.
So, Alan Capugi and Jason Huett, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having us.
Great having you.
Yeah.
Stick around. When we come back, we'll be talking with Whole Foods Market. It's Talk of the Town on CW57.